混乱の中、くしくも母と妹と会うことができました。母の到着がほんの少し遅かったら、トラックは行ってしまい、妹とは永遠に会うことができなかったのです。
In such a chaotic situation, it was miraculous that my mother was able to find my sister. If my mother had arrived at the Shinto shrine a little bit later, then the truck had been gone, and my mother wouldn't have been able to see my sister forever.
二人は収容所となっております郊外の学校の講堂へ運ばれました。収容所と言いますのはね、郊外のお寺とか学校の講堂などが当てられていまして、そこにはご近所の方が衣類とかお布団とかいろいろなものを寄付されておりました。
My mother and sister were brought to the Triage Center, which was actually the lecture hall at school in suburbs. And this lecture hall was turned into the Triage Center, or sometimes the Buddhist temple were turned into the Triage Centers. And there, people in the neighborhood brought the clothes or blankets and things which the patients may need.
寒い寒いと言われる方の多い中、ほとんど眠っていたそうです。時に目を覚まし、お風呂が沸いたのと聞いたとのこと。お風呂に入ってさっぱりしたかったのではないでしょうか。
Lots of the patients at the center were saying, I'm cold. But my sister was not feeling any cold, or at least she was not saying it, and most of the time she was sleeping through. And from time to time she would wake up and ask my mother if the bath was ready. And I suppose that my sister wanted to take a bath and feels clean.
まだ目を覚まし、お家に帰らないでここにいたいと言ったそうです。その時にはもう動くだけの体力も気力もなかったのだと思います。
And next time when my sister woke up, she told my mother that she didn't want to go home, she would stay there. Perhaps she wouldn't want to even think of moving and going home. She had no energy or she had no spirit already.
痛いのと尋ねると、痛くないと答えたそうです。もう痛みを感じる神経は麻痺していたのでしょうね。
My mother asked my sister whether she had pains, and my sister told her she was fine. She doesn't feel any pains. Perhaps her nerves were already numb, and she was not feeling anything already.
靴を脱がしてあげようと思いましたら、それは靴ではなくて、靴は焼けてなくなり、足も焼けて皮がぶら下がり、赤みになったところへ歩いたため、土ぼこりがつき、黒く汚れて靴のように見えていたのだそうです。そんな足でどんな思いで歩いていたのかと思いますと、胸が痛みます。
My mother tried to take off her shoes, but then it turns out that those were not shoes. Her shoes had been already burnt off, but her feet were also burned, and the skin was melted, and all the mud from the ground was stuck onto her feet. So it looks like she was wearing a pair of black shoes. So when I think of the condition which my sister was in, and what she was thinking when she was going home or when she was trying to go home, when I think about it, I always feel like I want to cry. It breaks my heart.
朝から何も食べるものもなく、飲むものもなく、夜になっていただいた缶詰のみかん、口に入れてあげますと、ほんの一口だけど美味しいって食べたそうです。その一口のみかんは妹にとりまして、この世で最後の食べ物となりました。
My sister did not eat anything that day, and my mother tried to feed her, and she had this can of tangerines. She put a little segment into her mouth, and she was able to eat it, and she said, "Oh, it's so good." But that was the last piece of food that she had in this life.
母は他の人にも食べさせてあげたり、一晩中一睡もしないでお世話させていただいたそうです。
My mother also tried to feed other people with those tangerines, and all night she didn't sleep to help others.
翌日朝6時ごろ、他の家族を探すため出かけるからと声をかけますと、妹は快くうなずいたそうです。
The next morning, which is the 7th, around 6 o'clock in the morning, my mother told her that she was going to go out to look for other family members. My sister nodded to her.
でも幸いなことに、出かける寸前に息を引き取りました。出かけた後、引き取るようなことになりました。どんなにか心残りだったと思います。
But fortunately, before my mother left, my sister died. And I said fortunately because if my mother had left my sister behind and then came back, found her dead, then my mother probably would have felt so bad and guilt.
寝ている間は痛みを感じなくて済むと思い話しかけなかったけど、こんなに早く亡くなるのならもっといろいろなことを話しておきたかったのにと母はとても悔やみました。
My mother told me that when my sister was sleeping, my mother thought that she was not feeling any pain, so she didn't want to bother my sister. But if my mother had known that my sister would die so early in her life, then there were so many things my mother wanted to talk with my sister.
死体はグラウンドに山のように積み上げて、つまりね、そういうふうに次々と人が亡くなります。ガソリンをかけて焼かれますから、お骨など拾いようもないので、髪の毛と爪を切って形見として持ち帰りました。
Her body was gathered together with other dead bodies, and they made a mound of dead bodies on the schoolyard because there were so many people who were dead, and they put gas and cremated the bodies. And according to the Buddhist tradition, Buddhist ritual, we usually take some ashes of cremated bodies, but there was no way for my mother to do that for my sister. So what she did was, before cremating her body with many other bodies, my mother cut my sister's hair and